Well, hello, everybody. This is the Missouri Deer Camp. Uh, I've been with them probably about 36 years, and my, how things have changed. We never all had big campers, or they converted that bus into a camper, or big 3/4 ton new late model trucks, and oh, I love that truck right there. Oh, hunters, whoa! So, yep, it's a target. So that was the two most important people there. James there, he's like a hunter extraordinaire. And then Riley, he's like the in charge man. He he's the head chef. There's a smoker. We'll look at it again later. But I guess they went hunting, didn't see anything. There's James there. I think he's hollering at me, threatening me. If I hit him, he's fixing to kick my butt or something like that. Pretty sure that's how that was going. He's giving me the what fors. He's just still standing there giving me the what fors. He finally told me, you hear me, and walked off. It's like, golly. That was me there leaned up against the truck. And so Harry, he's like, you again? And so Riley got the book that James wrote on deer hunting. And so James is trying to teach Riley, something. So he's getting to the book and trying to find the page. And he found the page and told Riley he needed to stay, whatever page it was, if he was going to end up to getting a deer. See, look at there, look what James did. That's the teacher. He is look at there. It's like, oh man on the right. He's like, oh, that's a deer. And then right after that, there was James giving some deer hunting lessons to some young hunters that, weren't having a whole lot of success. He's doing his best. He's an awesome dude. Plus, he fries taters every night, and that man will stand there at that griddle for an hour, and they are like cooked to perfection with some onion and pepper in there, and then he'll put some jalapenos on the side. If anybody wants any jalapenos, I mean, those fried potatoes are the best fried potatoes you'll ever get in your life, and oh, he goes in there and peels, and this guy cuts them up, and he works hard at those taters. We don't start cooking until after dark because, if James is telling us we need to hunt till dark, that's what we're doing. You know, James, he kind of, he's the man that foresees everything, looking at the weather and looking at the stars and looking at the moon and blah, blah, blah. He'll sit down and, kind of explain that to you, but look at that vast wilderness. Vast wilderness. Now, they got about, I think, 40 acres that's adjacent to Mark Twain. And, I didn't want to go very far and get off their property, but there's woods that way too. It's just crazy. Just crazy. And there wasn't a whole lot of good places to get down. So he's let me throw on the brakes there. I skipped it a little bit and coming on down. Coming on down. And yeah, we're fixing to see something that had been needing to happen for a while. Yeah, brush your teeth. You brush things, man. And so, yeah, just coming back there, and there's my Ranger and my camper, and me leaned on the back of my truck, my knee jacked up. And this is the only guy I've ever seen to go hunting in shorts. In shorts. But he did. He did. It was hilarious. I was parking it, and there's coming back. Just another day. It was either the second or third day he was there. I don't know. It's kind of windy. All the windows are open in the tent. But I'm just looking around here. Literally looking around. And the tent was blowing a little bit. And here's the chief in command. The other guy over there, he's HR man. He don't do much. He don't really solve too many issues either. Yeah, you can tell he's like, come on, that's good. He's in charge. There he is. He came in, hunted, and come back and fixed like a breakfast burritos on the griddle. Cooked some taters on the side, everything. And yeah, I'm sure it was good. But here we are, just going down the road a little bit. Um, Road seems to be getting a little worse every year. Try to pop up and take a look around up here. It's crazy. Look at those clouds. It was cloudy all day. And the skies were all cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the deer hunters play. Anyway, yeah, that's my singing. It's not very good. Not very good. Sorry about that. Hope you didn't have your volume turned up very loud. It's probably been terrible. So, like I say, I never did go far from camp, but just a look at camp like I've never seen before. That's James's truck up front. He parks up front. You know, he's like the most important person there. If somebody's got to get out, it's going to be James. He's not a doctor, but he's on his phone a lot. And I don't know how he got signal. I didn't have any signal. And I guess he's got a superpower phone or something. Yeah, just wheel it around. And those woods aren't quite that open when you're on the ground. There's some saplings and stuff in there that just really don't see too well. And this is an Avata 2, so it's got a great camera on it. And just trying to get back down. So there's James, and then HR, his truck is behind him. I guess they're lined up there for emergency reasons or whatever. Then, yep, that's the best place. Pop back down. And then don't hit that limb or don't hit that limb. And so I took off down the road again. And I had it flipped up in sport mode. And I was just scared I was going to hit somebody's truck or hit somebody step out of a truck or step off a Ranger or step out of anywhere and smack him in the head. So I never did really cut loose going through there. It would have been more fun, but yeah, it's not fun if you hit somebody in the head with a dang drone going 40 miles an hour. Yep, back to James's truck out front. The teacher, the educator. And that's just me sitting there, just looking around. That's our cook tent. And so I fly up here and you see one of the greatest men of all time, Roy, and his son Seth. Seth is working on it. Boom. Like, yeah, the Avata, you know, he popped through. He got ducks. Boom. Hit it again. There's the inside of the cook tent on right after setup. So it never, ever looked anything like that again. You talk about stuff piled on top of stuff. It was definitely stuff everywhere. If you were hungry and you couldn't find something to eat in there that you didn't like, shoot. Everything. I tried to stay out of there most I could, but I couldn't. I'd wake up middle of the night, go over there. If the lights were still on, if generators were running, the lights were still on, shoot, I'd go in there and get me a little snack cake or something. It didn't matter, 2, 3, 4. I'd get up every morning long before dark and fit a spot of coffee, and there he is again, the legend, Riley. He's a notable, that's his Ranger. He's a notable duck hunter, goose hunter, and this is his smoker. It like holds a 50-pound bag, and you open it up, it's got 3 huge racks. This thing is as wide as that dang school bus dang near. It's got 3 huge racks, and it's lighted. There are lights inside of the pellet grill. It's crazy. And I tell you what, He wouldn't be as good as I did it if I did it, but man, he knows how to season, and there's the great one. There's OHR standing around with his hands in his pockets. What's that figure? There's Roy. Oh, yeah. So Riley is flying the drone, and he's flown drones before, but never like an Avata 2 through the goggles. And so this is his first time, and I wasn't worried about it. This dude can do anything. Whoa, that's what's fun. Getting close stuff. He's looking for targets. They're like, hope we don't come over here. Yeah, yep, he gonna mess with him on that Ranger gun. So, yeah, that's his baby brother there. He's like, yeah, I better get in here. There ain't no telling what's fixing to happen. I'm just standing in there smiling. He got close to that bus, and he did a great job. He never hit anything. Had a little bit of fun seeing what it was like to fly through those goggles. It's a whole different experience. Here I'm just happy because I'm just happy to be there. What a marvelous place with marvelous people. With everybody's got nice trucks too. How about that? We used to have like junk pop-up campers, and everybody had a ratty old truck. Yeah, in 30 years we've come a long ways. Come a long ways. That's not going too far of a ways. But yeah, I was just a little reluctant flying through here wide open. I don't want to hit anybody, and I know Raleigh didn't either, even though once he thinks he's close, he's only stopping about 3 feet late. But yeah, he's like, what do I do to this thing? How do I land it? Yep, just fly it on the back of my truck and drop her down. So have a good one. Hope you enjoyed it.